In this video, I am going to reveal to you what it costs me to own this 2024 Model 3 Performance, this 2020 Tesla Model Y Long Range, and this 2023 Rivian R1T Large Pack Performance. I'm also going to show you exactly what insurance coverage I have and factor that into the monthly payment. And at the end of the video, I'm going to reveal what I made in a month on YouTube AdSense to see if that covers the payments on these three vehicles. But to start the video, let's start with the newest car we've just added to the channel, my 2024 Tesla Model 3 Performance in Ultra Wed with the white interior. I did not qualify for the tax credit by $490. This cost me $55,490, and the cars that qualify have to be $55,000 or less. So this cost me $55,490 plus tax. So on the Model 3, I did $25,000 down, financing $38,591 over 60 months, which comes to $751.40 per month. But what about insurance? Well, this graphic on the screen here breaks down exactly what coverage I have on all three of these vehicles. I have this exact coverage covering all three of these. So for the Model 3, insurance cost me $148.33 per month. So in total, my Model 3 Performance costs $899.73 per month. Also, for those of you who just bought a Model 3 Highland, Vion, who creates really high quality Tesla accessories at affordable prices, I sound like a Walmart commercial. They just released the sunshade for the new one. On the previous models, I feel that their sunshade was the best. So now they've created one for the new models, and I will have that linked in the description, as well as a secret discount code. I've only talked about it in this video. When you go to checkout, if you use code HAMMERTIME and you make a purchase on Vion.parts, you will be entered to win my Cyber Hammer. My Cyber Hammer is number 53 of 850 ever made. I'm going to give it away to one of you that makes a purchase randomly on the Vion website. I think we're going to do that giveaway at the end of this month in September. But that's the only time I've mentioned it. You should have a good shot at winning, and they have some awesome accessories. So $899.73 for the Model 3 Performance. But what about the OG, the first Tesla I've had on my channel, my 2020 Tesla Model Y Long Range? I have the acceleration boost. I've done a bunch of unplugged performance parts. You can see the UPO3 wheels here in satin titanium wrapped in Hankook Ion Evo all-season SUV tires. You can actually get these tires on Amazon. I'll have them linked below. And I absolutely love this tire because it's quiet and comfortable, and that is something you want. And I've actually been able to get good performance out of them as well. The financing on this thing was 2.75%. The Model 3, I think, is 6.19%. So it's really high, and I'll be paying that off ahead of time to avoid paying so much, and it's like $6,000 in interest if I were to just make every payment on time. But this 2.75% interest, and I don't have it paid off yet. I think I owe like $2,100 on it, so that'll be paid off in the next month or so. And when we bought this, we did $15,000 down over 72 months, which led to financing $46,200. Now at this point, some of you are looking at me like a total idiot for financing $46,200 on a car. And I'd agree that you're right. But at the time when I purchased this, the reason I purchased this is because I was a medical device sales rep, and I was given $400 per month toward a car payment. I was then also given 50 cents per mile, driving 2,000 to 3,000 miles per month. So I was actually making money owning this car. I was covering my car payment and then some, driving around. I didn't have to pay for gas, no oil changes, all that stuff. That's why I bought this Model Y. It became really appealing to me, and I still love this vehicle. It's 4 years old, but essentially has all of the changes that the new Model 3 has. So it's going to be exciting to see what the new Model Y comes with, but I've really liked this car. So now to the payment, $15,000 down. The payment on the Model Y is $825.97 per month. Now, insurance on the Model Y is, again, the same coverage I have on the Model 3, but this costs $120 per month, which is $28 less than the Model 3 Performance. So in total, my Model Y cost me $946.13 per month. So far, between the Model 3 and the Model Y, we are looking at $1,845.86 per month. Again, I'll share at the end if I'm profitable on this. And now the elephant in the room is the R1T dual motor performance. I got the sport dark wheels. The color is limestone and it's a dark ash interior or mountain something, mountain coral, you know, something crazy, some adventure thing that they named it. So anyways, if you follow me on Twitter, I've been giving updates to see Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. When are we going to stop saying that? So every once in a while, about monthly, I will give an update showing if I've been profitable on this or not. So here's my most recent tweet on that. If you want to follow me and see those updates, that's great. And you can unfollow me or whatever you want to do. I don't care. So there's the current update of how much I've lost on this thing. Now to the back, page 2. So this truck costs $90,050 if you were to just buy it outright. And I wanted to, and since this is now a finance video, my wife and I, we just paid off the student loans that we had. It was $114,000 that we just had to pay off, but now that's all gone. So I was going to buy a Model X toward the end of last year, but the smart thing to do was, and honestly, probably a Model X would have been better for the channel, but I wanted to try something outside of Tesla, and I really like my Rivian. I've driven it across the country now, all that stuff. But I got the $7,500 federal tax credit because I leased this. That's just added toward your down payment. So these two cars, I didn't get any tax credits. So the lease on the Rivian costs $1,003 per month, and that's a 2-year lease with 12,000 miles a year. My down payment on the lease was $11,068.97, and the government gave me $7,500 because my truck doesn't pollute, and people that are buying $90,000 trucks, we need financial assistance. Now, some of you may be wondering why I put $5,000 down on a lease, because at the end of a lease, you get nothing. But there were 2 reasons for that. One, I spoke to 5 different people at Rivian, and I said, hey, I'd like to do $0 down because at the end of a lease, you get nothing. You actually pay the companies to give you... I actually have to pay, I think, $809, something crazy, to give this car back. I think it's $495. So the reason that I put $5,000 down is because, first of all, I called 5 different people at Rivian and said, hey, do I have to put any money down? They all said, no, none of them had any effing clue how the lease worked, what happened. So I just put $5,000 down. And after I calculated it at the end, I actually saved $600 by putting $5,000 down up front. So I ended up doing that, and I didn't feel so bad about it because in the end, I'm actually ahead because I reduced my monthly payment, pay less over time because there's less money, less interest money on the interest. So that's what I did, $1,003. Now the big question is, how much is insurance on a $90,000 truck? And shockingly, it's the cheapest of the 3. It cost me $111.16, bringing my total monthly Rivian costs up to $1,114. So, for all 3 of these vehicles, it cost me $2,960.26 just for the vehicles on a monthly basis to run this YouTube channel. And the big question is, am I broke because of this? The answer is no. I run the YouTube channel profitably, and last month alone, I made $7,137 on YouTube AdSense, so I'm able to cover the cost of the 3 of these cars, including insurance, through the AdSense revenue. That's what I make on the videos on a monthly basis. So that's what I did last month, and I was able to be profitable. Now, since running the numbers for this video, I got another bill from my insurance company because I pay 6 months in advance, and they are raising the rates again. So what I recommend to you, no matter where you're at, is use an insurance broker to shop out your rates every 6 months. That way you can get an understanding if you're getting ripped off or if your rates are just going up. Because a lot of companies wanted to bring rates up about 30%, and they couldn't do that in just a 1-year period because that would be awful to the economy. So what they negotiated in some states and areas is bringing it up 5% per year for the next 6 years to get up to that 30% hike. So because a lot of insurance companies have been losing money, except for State Farm, which continues to pay professional athletes and very famous people a ton of money to be in their commercials. Now, if you want to see what it costs to drive this Rivian R1T across the country, 2,100 miles, I have a great video right here that you can watch that will be very helpful to you in seeing if it's worth it. Charging times, costs at each charger, and cost per mile is what I break down in that video and show you the experience I had using the third-party chargers. Thanks for watching. Like the video.